I used to think that the goal was perfection, everything together. But what I'm learning is everybody's got that old habit, that crutch, that thing that they rely on that may not be perfect. I have mine. To be honest, it's cannabis. I grow my own, I use it, I don't lie about it. But the point is, I make progress. I'm still a productive member of society, and I make sure that I'm moving forward. So just because you don't have all the pieces together doesn't mean it's bad. We're chasing progress, not perfection. Come join us, let's go. All right, good morning. If you haven't been here before, I'm Adam, and today is day 83 of the 5 a.m. Squat Club. This is a morning routine system that is pre-built for you that you could just follow along and literally change your life. There are 5 steps and 2 things we do before it. First, you got to go to bed early. I know it's too late for that now, but tonight, early. Tomorrow morning, up early. No snooze, water first thing, come in, get ready. Then when we get together, we get our minds prepped. We're gonna sit down and do some mental reps in a potentially uncomfortable position. Open up the hips, it's gonna look like this. We call it a paleo squat or paleo chair. Then we are going to warm up the body for some intensity today, because intensity is going to change our chemistry and get us ready for improving and ready for the day. From there, we're going to do some clarity work just to focus ourselves for our most important work for the rest of the day. Let's do it. First step, if you're a little bit tight through the hips, you can go ahead and grab a counterbalance. So that can be a weight that you hold on in front or hold onto a table or a chair, or something that's not going to move if you lean back against it. And this time here is to set our intention for the day, but also to set our thought patterns. I'm coming from a pretty negative thought place in general, so these mental reps are a way for me to set my focus so that I'm nicer to the people around me and happier with myself. So I am responsible for what happens in my life. How I respond to situations is up to me. So the response leads to the outcome. I am responsible. Today I choose to be patient. I have a tendency to snap, to jump, to react. So I need to make space between time and stimulus for the ones that I love and for my own sanity. So today I choose to be patient. I have all I need to succeed today. It's just a reminder to myself that excuses are useless. That I can take a step today. I have whatever I need to do that. I don't need all the tools to get to the end goal day one. What you'll find is as you start taking steps and you make progress, those tools become available, or you learn how to use them, or whatever it is, but you have to take those steps. So you have all you need to succeed for that step one. The next one is I will focus on progress over perfection, and it's kind of the same thing. That if you understand that the trajectory of positive things are, a little bit bumpy and up and down, and they're not straight up, you understand that steps over time will get you there, and as opposed to expecting it to happen all at once, and then you're realistic, and then you put in the work, and then you get there. So progress over perfection. And then the last one is I choose gratitude. And that's just about changing your perspective, right? I'll use this thing as an example. There could be times where she's going to cause me frustration, but I will stop it. But I will be grateful for her because I love her and she's cute, but I need to have myself in that mindset. Otherwise, I can think about all the things that she's doing, like digging holes in the lawn, and get very frustrated with it. So I choose to be grateful. She's probably going to pull out that cable. Let's go over them one more time just before we start. So I am responsible. Today I choose to be patient. I have all I need to succeed today. I will focus on progress, not perfection. Choose gratitude. Let's go. Remember, these are rewiring us. I know it may sound cheesy, but the more times you say that, the more real it's going to become. All right, as you can see here, we've got a tidied up space a little bit. The dog started jumping over her pen, so it's gone. Now maybe I'll use the wall as support for the warm-up. So warm-up's coming up on the screen here. Let's get our bodies ready for some intensity today. The warm-up is a general warm-up we do every time. It looks like this. I'm going to get some hip flexor warm-up by doing some knee raises. I'll do 5 to 10 per side. Just follow along. I'm not going to count as I go. Followed by some good mornings to warm up the posterior chain, the hips, hamstrings, low back. Then I'm going to do some lunges, get the legs warmed up a little bit. Some burpees, just get myself down, get myself back up. And then I'm going to get into the squats. So follow along with the warm up. If you have your own warm up that you like to do, feel free. You know, if you've got a machine or something that you like to use, or you like to go for a jog, whatever you want. Let's get warm. You know, when we start the workout, things shouldn't feel stiff and cold anymore. That's really the goal here. So I'm going to get on this and we'll talk a little bit about the vice. I don't know, I used to think that I was a bad person for having a vice. Call it. I'll give you a little history here. I grow my own cannabis. I mentioned in the intro there. And I don't drink. I don't do any other drugs. I've lost control of my warm-up here. As you can see, I exercise regularly. I talk about it sometimes, but I eat what most people would consider a little bit crazy. Most of what I eat is grown here, right? We don't buy any protein. So eggs, chicken, lamb, and beef, we grow all here. And the majority of what I eat is meat. I eat a little bit of fruit and whatnot, but it's mostly meat. It's mostly grown here. So basically as healthy as you can get. So I don't have a whole lot of, you know, what would typically be considered unhealthy habits. I definitely have some mental habits that are unhealthy, but the point is, you know, I am working, I am progressing in a positive direction. And yes, I have this habit, and I used to think that that was a really bad thing. And as much as this is not, you know, a good reason for all of you, it did make me feel a little better, to be honest. I was talking to a personal training client of mine at the gym who was very insightful. You know, he's a real smart guy, and I value his insights. And, you know, I think he's got his own vice or whatever you want to call it. And I was asking him about it. I was like, hey, you know, what does your wife say? You know, does anybody care? Does anybody give you any grief for it? And his response, which I'm going to paraphrase, was something like, I'm successful as shit. And he is. I mean, obviously how you define success is up to you. But this guy, you know, from the outside, if you look at him, you'd be like, hey, I'd be happy with that level of success in my life. So it got me thinking, you know, like, are you, call it, proud of where you are in your life and the progress that you're making? And if so, is it a problem? I'm not saying that there won't come a time in my life where you get to this place where, hey, I need to make more progress, or this thing is limiting. In which case, I think it's smart to be open to the possibility that maybe it needs to change. But to be honest, the way I look at it right now is that I am currently, and it hasn't been my whole life, and I think maybe this is the point of this, that you can allow your crutch to affect you. So the way I always look at this is, you know, people will say, oh, this thing makes you act a certain way. You know, this substance or whatever. And oftentimes, and I don't know a lot about most substances, but oftentimes what it is it's just showing more of who you are. So the person that you were before, the way that you always acted, gets exacerbated by this substance. And I don't remember where I was going with that, but the point was that if it doesn't ruin your life, if you're still making progress, what I was going to say is, like, I'm on track right now. Like, I'm so jacked up with the progress we're making right now that I don't see it going much better. And that's not the point, right? I'm getting away there. point is, in no way am I unhappy with what's happening right now. You know, my life is moving in the right direction. I would have been great had I started it years ago with this program, but I'm happy. Therefore, and it's not affecting my family. We're moving forward together. Let's talk a little bit more about it afterwards. Today's workout, 2 movements as usual. If you haven't been here before, the same format, right? We're gonna go through 10 minutes of intensity. You're gonna work for 30 seconds, rest for 30 seconds, alternating 2 movements. First movement is gonna be a push press. So I'm gonna grab the stick here just to demo. And I'm gonna give you some scaling options so that you can do this with any level of equipment. Option number 1 is gonna be a barbell or stick. Comes underneath the shoulders, underneath the chin. If you can put it on the shoulders, better, but this is obviously pretty light. And I'm gonna dip at the knees, drive and press. So I'm using a little bit of leg drive to bring this overhead. What I'm looking for overhead is that the arms are straight and that the bar is right in line with the body. If a barbell is not what you wanna do or you don't have one, you could use a dumbbell, a water bottle, whatever you want. Whatever you have that's a little bit challenging. You can go single arm, dip, drive, press. If you go single arm, just get the same number on one side as the other. That being said, unless one side is substantially weaker, in which case get more on the weak side. So just dip, drive, press, lock it out, control overhead. So that's movement number 1. I'm gonna use the barbell, but you don't have to. This is going to bang into the microphone on my chest. Excuse me for that. And then our second movement, nice. Second movement is gonna be a pause squat. Just a single squat that you're gonna hold for however long you decide to. I'm aiming for probably 30 seconds. So option 1 here, I'm gonna grab the chair. I think this dog's gonna be in the way here this morning. But option 1, excuse me dog, is gonna be a hover. And this just reminds me when I was young and you'd go to a public bathroom or something with your mom and she would use the term hover. This is the goal here. So if you're brand new to exercise and squatting, you're gonna get yourself a chair, you're gonna come down and you're gonna hover, because that toilet seat is not something you wanna sit on. You're just gonna pause over top of it and then stand. And you're gonna choose a duration, maybe it's 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20, 30 seconds that you're gonna hang out there in control. So for me, I'm gonna go with the barbell. And it's just gonna be down in your squat, nice and active. So I don't wanna relax down. I'm gonna stay nice and active and just hold there. If you don't have a barbell, same thing can be done with a little bit of weight in front. Just hold it out there. Once again, active versus passive. So the body is still on, you're still working for that squat, as opposed to relaxing down into it and taking the support out of the system, we'll call it. So I'm gonna get a little bit of weight on here. Feel free to do the same if that's where you're at and what gear you have. If you already have your gear set up, make sure your space is clear, make sure you got some water. Test out your weights, not a bad idea to get a little warm up in. Yeah, that's gonna bang into the mic for sure. Yeah, I think the push press is probably gonna be harder than the squat. Okay, so you probably already set up. Let's do a little talking. So first thing to remember, tomorrow and every Wednesday and Friday, we are live on here, 4:45 a.m. Join us. Let's build a community. Let's work together. You'll be amazed at how much easier it is when you've got a crew of people working with you and potentially even checking in on you. So come join us for the live sessions, and potentially that'll become more and more regular. If people like it, we get good engagement over time. That may become everything. It may become live every day. Who knows? Okay, but if you're already set up, you're already gonna join us live, subscribe, like, comment below. Let me know how long you've been with us. Let me know what your vice is. Yeah, that's what I want. Let me know what your vice is and how it does. Okay, 5:03, we're ready. Okay. Once again, 2 movements. We're gonna go push presses, no more than 30 seconds. Pause squat, no more than 30 seconds, unless I feel fantastic, maybe step it up, but that is the plan. Grab some water. Hell yeah, let's do this. Push presses first, maybe I'll go for, 30 seconds max. As usual, it'll start a little bit lower and work our way. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Sorry about the thing banging in the mic.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want, and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
I always find the barbell challenging, so this is gonna be a big one. Joke. Wow, this is very challenging. Oh my God. Okay.
I'm so gone. No, I'm never turning back. I won't stop.
One round.
Until there's nothing left. It's so
Okay.
hard. You're gonna
Ready for a real one here.
I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad. I stay strong. You will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math. When I hate, I attack.
Getting the push presses.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want, and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this,
music up. Listen to me.
Turning back, I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so what? You're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate, I attack.
A few more sets of each.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
One more of each. Wow.
I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so what? You're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong,
press.
you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
Last one.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry.
Great job. Give yourself a minute, walk around, catch your breath. Dog. Lick the sweat off you. Oh man, that was good stuff. Good on you for joining in on that one. And don't worry if yours didn't feel that hard, whatever, there's always tomorrow. I will be here tomorrow, live tomorrow, 4:45 a.m. All right, let's breathe. Push press, squat. Let's do this. Let's just go hang out in a passive squat now. So if you need, we're gonna do just what we did in the mental reps. Grab a counterbalance if you need it. Come on down. And now we're looking at a passive squat. So I'm not trying to stay upright, I'm just trying to relax down here. Stay here for at least a minute. So I'll just quickly touch back on this vice thing. And the way I see it is, like, life is a combination of everything you do. And first, I think perfection is something that we make up. We have this picture of what perfect should look like, and then we beat ourselves up if we're not there. My goal is make progress every day. And does that mean that I may come to a place someday where I've made so much progress in every area that, you know, that crutch or that weakness or whatever you want to call it becomes something that I want to address? Maybe. But right now, you know, if you're still moving forward, you're still making progress, and this is not something that is affecting negatively, you know, the lives of the people around you or your own mental health, right? If you believe that if you're lying to yourself, this is what it is, right? If you're telling yourself that, you know, this isn't something I'm doing, or you're saying, oh, I don't do it regularly, you're not telling yourself the truth about it, or it's ruining your life. I mean, I think that's wherein lies the issue. And don't take this as me giving you permission to go take up a bad habit. What this is aim for progress, right? There are so many variables in our lives to work on and improve and control. Make progress. That being said, like, if there's something that's more important than the rest, and you're making progress on the minute stuff and not on the major things, then that could be a problem, right? If it's dragging you down away from your main goals, then that could be a problem. And I think that's a perfect segue here to our homework, because that's your most important thing, right? I could be making progress in nothing, in little things that, you know, I got new shoes and I learned how to tie them up better. But does that affect my family and my life? No. I need to choose things that move the needle. I need to choose the things that I'm weak at, that if I change, are going to improve our lives by an order of magnitude as opposed to a fraction. So for me, it's building this business, right? It's creating this community that I can help people and eventually create a business from. For you, it might be working on a course. You know, you're learning how to teach something. You're improving a skill. Maybe you are studying for an exam. Maybe it is, you know, it's the thing that you're going to take to level up your life, to take the step towards your goals, of your dreams of who you used to be. So what we do at the end of this program, once we're jacked up and fired up, like, if you feel like me, which I'm assuming you do, like, I'm ready now. My energy is here. I am ready to go. I'm fired up. So the point here now is sit down, use that energy, use that mental clarity, because you might notice that my words are clearer and my thoughts flow through a little more directly after I've been jacked up, after exercise. So sit down. Let's make progress. At least an hour every day. I'm going to keep reminding you. So if for some reason you decide, hey, I'm not ready for this, I'm going to tell you again tomorrow, and then the day after, and the day after. And you're going to start doing it. And what you're going to notice is that those little steps really start to add up. And each hour you do is the staircase towards your goals. So if you've been here the whole time, I love you guys. Thanks so much. I know you're making progress in your lives. Let's do it together. If you haven't subscribed, do that. If you haven't shared this with somebody, please do that. Like, comment, share it. I think that's the one I want the most, is share this with someone who will benefit. Let's go. See you tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. Squat Club. Love you guys. Let's go, Dogito. Let's go see what it looks like out there. Turned into a longer one. A little bit of fog. We got the moon up there and the sun. Beautiful. Go get after it, team. Let's, whoa, look at that. Look at that.